Hi everyone, and welcome to another video of Linux for absolutely beginners. My name is Tia from DevOps Easy Learning, and today we'll be going through the groupadd and the groupdel command, right? Let's say in Linux, you basically have like maybe 10 Linux system administrator that you want to give them the privilege to run all Linux command as a root user. We know so far that we can go ahead and add them in the sudo file, right? And let's say you can create an individual user and you can add them in, like you can just add them individually in the sudo file, which is not the best practice, right? The best practice would be this: go ahead and create maybe a group that you can call that group maybe sysadmin. You go ahead and add that group in the sudo file. And when you add the group in the sudo file, you can go ahead and add user into that group and you apply the proper permission. And any user that will be part of that group will go ahead and inherit the permission of the group. Now, the purpose of this little video will just be how to create a group and also how to delete the group. And I will basically have another video for sure on how to add a user into a group and also how to assign the proper permission into a group, right? Now, let us go ahead. I have one of our servers here, and I will go ahead and logging into that server. Before you start, just make sure that you have access to a Linux server. I'm going to log in on one of our servers here, which is server 4. Let me go ahead and tab this, and I'll go ahead and punch my password, and it will log me in. And when it will log me in, we'll go ahead and create a group. Now, in Linux, we have a default file here that basically hold all groups, right? When you create a group in Linux, and if you check /et groups, you'll be able to see all the groups that you have on this Linux server. So far, we have a bunch of them. Let us go ahead and create a group. The command to create a group here is just the groupadd command, the group add, and you go ahead and put the group name. I'll go ahead here and say I want to create a group here called the manager group. If you hit enter, we say that's permission denied. Right. Why? Because we are working as a regular user. Let me go ahead here and use sudo and say group add manager and go ahead and type my sudo password. As you guys can see, the group manager was added, and I can go ahead and check if that was added. If you cut the ET group and I pipe this one into a grep command to filter manager to see if there is any group called manager, and hit enter, as you guys can see here, the group manager was created and the group ID is 1350, right? And also, as you guys see here on the PowerPoint, we can go ahead also and create a group here. We say group add, and we have the group name. And we can say group add 6admin, or we can go ahead here and create multiple group at the same time. One group is called, you say group add, you say finance. Another group add HR, another group add, and we say manager, right? If you copy this, I can go to my terminal and this will go ahead and create 3 different groups. I know that we have the group manager already. I will just call that one manager 2 so that Linux will not go ahead and throw an error and say the group manager exists already. If you hit enter, permission denied. Why? Because we need sudo. Let me go ahead here and type sudo and I will hit enter. Can I create the group, try again later? A group add. Permission denied. Oh, I see. Why? Because if you use this combination, the first one, this first command, this is the first command, this is the second command, and this is the third command, and you need to make sure that you add sudo everywhere. And that is why most of the time when I want to work, I make sure that I switch straight to root and I can go ahead and execute all this. And I'll go ahead and switch to root just by using a sudo-r. And on this server here, I have the permission to switch and just work permanently as a root user so that I will not go ahead and be struggling with all this. Let me go ahead here and I will call this finance 1, create a group called finance 1, create another group here called HR1, and create another group here called manager 1. And as a root user, I will not receive any complaint no more. As you guys can see, those 3 groups were added. And if you cut /et /et group and say I want to grep. Do I have any group here called finance one. Indeed, the group finance one is there. Let me go ahead and see if you have the group called HR with capital 1. The group HR 1 is there. Let me go ahead and see if you have the group called manager 2. Yeah, the group called manager 2 is there. And as you guys can see here, there is no, I don't have anybody here, right? There is no user into this group, right? You have not yet added any user into a group. If you go ahead here and kind of grab another group here called student, you guys will see that within this group, I will have a lot of folks in this group. Students. If you grab this, as you guys can see, this is one group here, and this group basically have a lot of folks in there, right? As you guys can see, if you grab the group student, say, okay, the group is called student, the group ID is this, and these are all members of this group, all the member of the group. And basically what happens here is that this group, it was added in the software file, and we give them elevated privilege to go ahead and run all Linux command as a root user. Let us go ahead and delete all the groups that we basically created this group called finance. And if we want to delete that, we'll just use the groupdel command, the groupdel, and I'll go ahead and give the group name. If you tap delete group called finance1, is gone. Delete the group also called HR1, which is this one. It is gone. And delete also the group called manager1. It is gone. And another one that I know that I created was just manager. Now, if you are trying to cut the group and grab this empty, if you are trying to cut the group also and grab finance1, you guys will see, oh, we deleted that already. I just want to grab to see if finance1 is still there already, or manager1. As you guys can see, we will not be able to see anything because we are wiped out all those groups, right? And that's it for the video. Please, if you like this video, let us know in the comment below. And also, if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and do so that you will be notified when we post a new video. Thank you. Bye-bye.